Hello, we're going to talk about branding in this video and workbook. And before we start, I'd like you to consider 3 different brands as a matter of fact. You've got your own personal brand, you've got the project brand, and the company brand. And what I mean by that is that you as an artist, you have your own personality and your own brand, and people know who you are and what you stand for in that capacity. But you might also have projects and products, product launches and stuff, and they have a separate brand of their own. And then you've got your company brand. So that could be a theatre or an arts organization, one way or the other. So just bear that in mind when we continue to talk about branding in this particular video and workbook. So before you start looking into how you actually want your brand to look like, it's really important to be clear about your identity. So it is said that your inner world shapes your outer world, and this is really true for this as well. So have a think about your vision, your mission, your passion and your purpose, and really dig deep into your own core values and identify those, because they are what you stand for, and also again what you want to be known for, and the kind of opportunities you would like to attract. So as a first step, I'd really recommend that you look into those things and also think about keywords that you like to be associated with, and also write a mission statement, which is really about what you are all about. And also, before you start with the visual side of things, have a think about your target market, your ideal audience. It could be your customers, also your competitors. Who are they? And what makes you unique compared to them? How are you standing out in the marketplace? How do you want to stand out? So these are the kind of things to consider before you then look into the visual side of the brand. By now you have your personal identity sorted, perhaps also your project and your company. And now it's time to create a visual expression of that, the way you want your brand to look and feel. And before we dig into those exercises and the things that you can do to do that, I just want to give you a bit of advice, and that is to also think about the digital side of things. So when you're choosing colors, for instance, know that a color like gold does not translate well to the web, for instance. Or it could be that if you want to have a very minimalistic website with no text at all on the front page, because it looks great and that might be the feeling that you want to convey, but because you don't have any copy, you don't have any call to action buttons, then it will be difficult for search engines to actually pick up on your website and for visitors to know where to click and what you want them to do once they visit your website. So what's really great about branding is that you can do whatever you like and really use this as a way to promote yourself and what you do properly into the world. But again, have a think about why you are doing it and what the end game is of that. So how do you choose your colors and how do you choose your fonts, if that is what you want to do, if you haven't done that already? Well, there are a few tricks that the professionals are using in the industry. And one is actually to create a mood board. A mood board is a place where you collect all the things that inspire you and that are resonating with the kind of mood that you want to portray. So let's say you are a happy children's performance artist and you want your marketing and branding material to be happy clappy and for people to get a good feel. So then you would obviously choose things that go along those lines. And on your mood board, you will then post things that are sending out those signals. So it could be, again, fonts, images, textures, all sorts of things. And you can also search online for more information, and there is more information in the workbook about how you do this in detail. Then once you've chosen your colors and your fonts and, again, all the things that you want to go with your brand, and that also actually includes images and photos and videos and all of that, then you put that into a brand board where you keep everything together so that it's easy for them to use that in marketing activities. One final thing I'd like to add to the branding video and workbook is that I have actually included a few exercises around limiting beliefs. Believe it or not, many people find that both branding and marketing and promotion can sometimes be quite difficult. And it might not always be easy to know why, only that there is a certain feel of resistance. And I urge you to take a few minutes and actually sit down and have a feel and just tune inwards when you do think about your brand and how you want to portray yourself in the world, because it will also mean that you will increase your visibility, more people will find you, it will be easier to make more sales, and you will also, as a result, increase your influence. And just think about those things and for yourself, just tune inwards and see how you feel, if that feels okay. And if not, if you do notice any resistance around, again, being more visible or making more money as a result, or what will people think when suddenly they see my face everywhere, those little things can sometimes be our biggest roadblocks. Because when it comes to branding and how you brand yourself properly, if you are, like I said, number one, if you're clear about your project, your personal and your company brand, you have identified your inner world, your vision, your mission, your passion, your purpose, your keywords, your mission statements, your core values, all the things that you stand for. And then also the graphic part of it, which also includes videos and photos and audio, everything that has to do with your brand as a performing artist. Those things you can find information both in this workbook, in this toolbox, and you can search online. But all of that won't matter if you yourself have limiting beliefs around the whole visibility thing. That is why I'm including this. And with this, I wish you the best of luck, and hop over to the workbook and do the exercises, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.